power wasn't made for people like him. He was Steve, he was young, he came from a so-called minority group. But Joseph Tarka didn't care. He stood up to the system and he gave the Middle Belt a voice that couldn't be ignored. Joseph Saruwan Tarka, he was born in 1932 in Igbo, today's Benue State. His father was a teacher and a village chief, and Joseph followed that path too. He became a teacher. But it wasn't enough. He had bigger questions. Why was his region always left behind? Why were his people suffering while others decided everything? At just 22 years old, he was elected into Nigeria's federal parliament. That was huge. But what he saw when he got there, Northern politics did not speak for people like him. Not culturally, not religiously, not politically. So he created the United Middle Belt Congress, UMBC, a political party that brought together Tiv, Idoma, Igala, Nupe, and others who had been ignored for too long. And he gave them something powerful, a name. We are not Northerners, he said. He said, we are Middle Belters. That identity shook the North. Tarka became a target. In 1961, during the Tiv riot, he was arrested. In 1962, they charged him with treason, accusing him of plotting against the state. But there was no evidence. The case collapsed. Still, the goal was clear. Silence him. But Tarka, he refused to back down. He kept pushing for state creation. And in 1967, the Gowon government finally broke up the old regions and created 12 new states, including Benue Plateau. That move changed Nigeria's political map. And it all started with Tarka's fight. He also became Federal Minister of Transport and later Minister of Communications. During that time, he brought real development to the Middle Belt. Schools, roads, water. He didn't just talk, he delivered. But in 1974, political enemies struck again. Tarka was accused of corruption and he was forced to resign. He was never found guilty, but the damage was done. Many still believe that it was a setup to kill his political rise. Even after that, he didn't stop. In 1979, when Nigeria returned to democracy, Tarka helped to form the National Party of Nigeria, NPN. Then he ran for president. He did not win, but he became a senator and he was appointed chairman of the Senate Finance Committee. Then suddenly, in 1980, Tarka died in London, just 48 years old, gone too soon. But there's one part of his story that we cannot skip. Joseph Tarka was one of the first people to speak up about the violent clashes between Tiv farmers and Fulani herders. He warned that his people were being attacked, displaced, silenced, and that nobody in power was doing anything about it. He said it wasn't about cows. It was about justice, about land, about power. And decades later, that same conflict is still happening today. Tiv communities, they are still crying out today. And the silence that Tarka he spoke about is still there. Today we see places and buildings named after him. Tarka Local Government Area. And in 2019, the University of Makurdi, it was renamed Joseph Saruwan Tarka University. But legacy is more than just names. It's about the fight that you started and whether it was ever finished. Tarka didn't just represent the Middle Belt. He sort of built it. He didn't just talk about injustice, he lived it. He didn't wait to be invited, he kicked the door open. So now we ask, has Nigeria truly honored what Joseph Tarka stood for? Or are we still pretending that the Middle Belt doesn't matter? Let me know what you think in the comments. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoy stories like this, please follow me. I tell them all the time.